Now let's take a look at some of the results you can expect from Study Advantage. These are example screens and they come with Study Advantage right out of the box. But Study Advantage is customizable to meet your needs, so there is plenty of room for flexibility. If there's graphs, charts, statistics that you want to see that aren't included, we'll gladly add them for you. But I think we have a pretty good set, like I said, right out of the box. Now this is the study phase chart, and this chart is actually updated in real time as measurements are coming in from the laboratory. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Here you can see means for each treatment group, and you can see there's a statistically significant difference between this treatment group and other treatment groups, which is not the case between these two because the error bars overlap. This error bar does not overlap. So this has been an effective test article up to this point in the study. And you can also look at things like weight versus time. You can display raw data, just like that if you like. And you can also look at individual treatment groups. So this is a very flexible chart. There's also options to export data to Excel. Let's go once again take a look at volume versus time and for all the treatment groups taken together. Now I mentioned that these charts are updated in real time. So the study director can actually track what's going on in the laboratory. I'm going to show you that right here, a very simple example. Here's what the technician has been doing in the laboratory, gathering some data for this one particular animal. And so you expect to see another data point entered here once data has come in from the laboratory, which is exactly what is going to happen. So we will send this data up to the central database. The technician in the lab is going to do that by just clicking here. Success transfer complete. Data's up in the central database now, and if you refresh this chart, you will see the new data point right there. You can also look at that on the data screen and see it as a raw value. So let's jump ahead, and here we're going to compare two groups. This is the medians for the various treatment groups. The study phase chart here was means. So this is a little bit different way of looking at the treatment groups, and you can look at the treatment groups in a variety of ways on different dates. Here are some group statistics, and there's some very interesting statistics for each treatment group. This is a report that you might want to have a look at, and you can also look at the test articles that were administered to each treatment group if you so desire. Here's a histogram, which might be useful in the study phase. It's very useful in the pre-study phase in terms of group randomizations. Here's a survival chart, and it shows how many animals have died and how many have survived since the start of treatment. So that's very useful. And here's one of my favorite features, is the export to Microsoft Excel. So with a single click of a button, you can pull your data out of the central database, and yet, the fact that it's in the central database means that you can really lay hands on it and get to it very easily, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. But here you just click the export button, and out comes a live spreadsheet. Here's that single data point I entered for the one animal. In any case, this is a live spreadsheet in the sense that formula as well as data are exported to the spreadsheet. So this gives you an opportunity to, yeah, I know there's no day 6 data for anybody with that one group, but here's a chance to look at the data in Excel and to manipulate it. If there's something you want to do that's not currently readily available through some other means within Study Advantage. So now I've showed you all that, all the types of reports, charts, and graphs that you might expect. And like I said, we'll certainly add more for you. If There's an open architecture. It's very simple to add additional charts, graphs, and statistics. But let's continue along down this menu, and one of the real powerful things is the ability to search for results. So you can see what's already been done, and also, if there's something that you did quite a while ago, and it's just on an Excel spreadsheet somewhere, you might not be able to find it. But here, you can search on a variety of parameters, such as cell line search, on test articles, on who the technician was, things like that. Almost any type of study parameter you can search on it. And this is one example search screen. We have others, and you can combine parameters and things like that. But here I'll just give you an example of a search. And here now you have a list of all the studies for which this test article was used. So it's very simple then just to jump into the study. You can easily find it. The information is at your fingertips. And another great thing is you're not duplicating studies that might have been done by somebody else within your organization that you're not necessarily aware of. And like I said, this is a big help in finding your own studies after some period of time has elapsed. So those are the basic results and the searching capabilities of Study Advantage.